Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube vlog. So today I'm going to discuss with Mr. Shahrukh, who happens to be a business immigration lawyer, and we are partners in a law firm known as Ace Law. For all the details, you can get in touch with us, and the link is in the description box. You can probably book in consultation, and if you have any other query, you can even email to us. So for those details, you have to go in the description box. Today's vlog, we are going to discuss specifically Ontario entrepreneurship stream. Every province in Canada has its own entrepreneurship program, and which is under its province. But in today's vlog, we are specifically dealing with Ontario's entrepreneurship stream, the nitty-gritties of it, the details of it, the practical aspects of it. I hope you like it. If you do, then hit the like button. If you have any other question, query, concern, you can put in the comment section. Thank you.
सो शाहरुख जी, हमारे पास बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे आते हैं जिन्होंने ओंटारियो में या कहीं पे अपनी फाइल लगाई होती है अंडर द एंटरप्रेन्योर स्ट्रीम, एंड उनको ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही होती है कि उनको 1 साल हो गया वेट करते हुए प्रोफाइल में, एंड दे आर नॉट येट being called, or there's no issue of the expression of interest or issue of notification for them. So ये ओंटारियो में specific problem आती है. So let's discuss about the Ontario Entrepreneurship Program today, and let's also discuss that why this program is different from other programs.
Thank you, Shreen. Thank you for calling and for this another wonderful session. देखिए, इसमें ओंटारियो का जो इशू है, one of the main problem is that के people thinks कि जी मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट कर दी, मैंने पैसे बोल दिए मेरे पास इतने हैं, I'm going for the investment, and now I have to be receive my entrepreneurship work permit or nomination procedure, whatever it is. This is actually clearly a misunderstanding. Like all other immigration programs at the moment, majority of them, even this entrepreneurship program, even through investment, they are all point-based system. And most of the people, when they come to know that these programs are point-based, they will be shocked. Okay, we never have been told that there is a points for that. उनको ये बताया जाता है कि जी आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, 2 लाख 2.5 लाख इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, and then you have this much skills, तो आपका हम बिजनेस प्लान सबमिट करेंगे, it will be approved. Many people draw comparison between this program and owner operator program. देखिए जी आपकी फाइल हम सबमिट कर देंगे and it will be approval and all that. These programs are not like this. In programs में you have a specific point system, और अगर आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट, आपकी एक्सपीरियंस, आपके बिजनेस प्लान, हर एक के पॉइंट्स कैलकुलेट होकर there will be total 200 points, and if you score good points, like nowadays I think 130 132 is a selection criteria
For Ontario,
you will be, yes, only then you will be able to be picked up from the pool. Otherwise you are eligible, like you are eligible for the express entry, and you are still not going to pick up. Many people share this dilemma with me as well कि जी मैं express entry में मेरे 300 पॉइंट 350 पॉइंट थे, and then someone told me that you can do this program, I have investment and I put my money and pay my lawyers consultants fee and still not able to be picked up. So all those people have an issue because they have not been clear कि program है क्या. This program is totally a point based system. इसमें कुछ points आपके human capital के हैं, कुछ program points आपकी investment के हैं, और कुछ points आपकी business plan के हैं. And further I will explain you all these points. लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि you need to be upfront clear कि आप कहाँ पर score करते हो. Minimum requirement पूरी करने से आज के टाइम में आप एंटरप्रेन्योर स्ट्रीम में पिक नहीं हो सकते. I'm very sorry to say, लेकिन this is hard reality. If you are just making a minimum requirements, तो आप इस प्रोग्राम के लिए eligible तो हैं, but you will not be picked up. तो वेट करने का फायदा नहीं है इस प्रोग्राम में.
now you suggest that there are points which are associated to this entrepreneur stream. तो वो फैक्टर्स होते हैं, सिलेक्शन फैक्टर्स होते हैं, ये जितने भी पॉइंट्स होते हैं क्या होते हैं, एंड हाउ कैन अ नॉर्मल मैन स्क्रीन हिमसेल्फ आउट कि मैं इस एलिजिबिलिटी में जी फिट होता हूँ कि नहीं होता हूँ. सो कुछ पॉइंट्स आप डिस्कस करना चाहो तो मे बी यू कैन थ्रो सम लाइट ऑन दैट.
Yes, sure. I mean, it's not specifically for any case, but generally I can give you idea how this point system works. So basically these points has been divided into 3 parts. Human core capital points, then your investments and your net worth points, and then your business plan points. I'll explain each and everything how it works. आपके net human capital के there are total 80 points. अब उसमें आपकी education के points हैं, आपकी English language के points हैं, आपकी वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के पॉइंट्स हैं और आपके देन देयर आर द स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी स्पेसिफिक वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के पॉइंट्स हैं. आई विल एक्सप्लेन के इनके ईच का मैं आई विल गिव यू अ बिट डिस्क्रिप्शन. प्रोग्राम ये कहता है कि जी आपके अगर पिछले 5 साल में से 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है इन रनिंग अ बिजनेस और हैविंग अ शेयर होल्डिंग इन अ बिजनेस तो आप एलिजिबल हैं. बट आपको इसके देयर आर 20 टोटल 25 पॉइंट्स फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. आपको 25 पॉइंट्स में से सिर्फ 10 पॉइंट ही मिलेंगे अगर आपने 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस शो किया तो. If you can show 5 years or more experience, only then you will be able to get these 25 points. Similarly, there are 35 points for either you have a specific business experience or skills transferable to Canadian economy, which can bring a beneficial contribution, or you are working in import and export sector, then you will get 35 additional points if you have a 3 years experience in that specific related skill. So 25 plus 35, and then if you have a CLB level 4, you are eligible for applying for this program. But with CLB level 4, you will get 5 points. And if you have a CLB level 5 in English language testing or whatever language you want to choose, English or French, and then you will get 10 points. And then again, there are points for your education. Education points will come if you have 2 years college degree, you will get 5 points. If you have a 3-year college degree, you have a 10 points. So all these points will be make your human capital. Mostly cases we cannot change your human capital score. We can definitely help you and assist you. Either you can get extra point for your work experience or not, but usually it's something which is preset and determined. Neither client can change his education, cannot change his work experience and now, and I mean mostly things will remain the stagnant. Second part है आपकी investment का. आपकी कितनी नेटवर्थ है और कितनी इन्वेस्टमेंट है. About 2 parts. There is a one part of net worth and one part is your investment. So if you're investing within GTA and your net worth is between 800,000 to 2.4 million, 2.5 million, then you will get only 5 points. And if you have an investment more than 2.5 million, only then you get 10 points. But if you're investing outside GTA, तो उसमें आपको अगर आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट 400,000 से आप एलिजिबल तो हैं, लेकिन 400,000 से लेकर 900,099 तक आपको सिर्फ 10 पॉइंट मिलते हैं. एंड इफ यू इन्वेस्ट मोर देन 1 million or 1 million, if your net worth is more than 1 million, then you will get 15 points here. Similarly, in your eligible investments criteria, if you are investing outside the GTA, तो अगर आप 2 लाख से 5 लाख के दरमियान इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, you will get only 15 points. If you invest between 500,000 to 800,000, आपको 20 points मिल जाएंगे. अगर आप 8 लाख से ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो ही आपको मैक्सिमम पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं. These are points which are allocated to your net worth and your investment. तो अगर आप net worth और investment के 45 points full avail करना चाहते हैं, you must be ready to go with the higher number of investment and higher number of net worth. Then only you will be picked up. Means with minimum investment and pick up, you will lose a lot of points here, which will not help you. Again, there are points. Then there is a third factor, which is basically business concept factor. कि आपके बिजनेस के आपको कितने पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे. आपका जो बिजनेस प्लान है, which business you want to invest in, इसके टोटल 74 पॉइंट्स अलोकेट होते हैं आपको. 74 में से 50 पॉइंट्स आपके बिजनेस डिस्क्रिप्शन, मार्केट रिसर्च, की सेक्टर, इन इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट एलोकेशन के हैं. ये आप पॉइंट आपको इनमें इट डिपेंड्स लॉट कि आपका बिजनेस प्लान कितनी अच्छी तरह से प्रिपेयर हुआ है. इसमें इनकी क्राइटेरिया है फेयर, अनफेयर, अनसेटिस्फैक्टरी एंड गुड. तो आपको 5, 10, 15 के हिसाब से आपको पॉइंट मिलते हैं डिपेंडिंग अपॉन आपके कहाँ पर हैं. देन बिजनेस लोकेशन के आपको 10 पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं अगर आपकी बिजनेस लोकेशन विद इन अ कम्युनिटी है जिसकी पॉपुलेशन लेस देन 100,000 है. अगर आप GTA के अंदर हैं या GTA से बाहर हैं, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कहाँ पर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं. देन जॉब क्रिएशन के पॉइंट्स हैं. इसमें कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं जो कि आप अगर 5 से ज़्यादा जॉब क्रिएट करते हैं तो आपको 7 पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं, और 3 से ज़्यादा जॉब अगर आपके पास NOC A, O and B में है, देन आपको इसके 14 पूरे पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं. So everything is point based, detailed. You cannot rely on just making minimum requirements and hoping that you will be picked up. It's a thoroughly detailed program. There are one good thing about this program which I really like is that if you have an experienced team, an experienced person or lawyer on your side, and they have done their homework, you will be very clear on the upfront before submitting the application where I stand, will I be picked or not. But if you just trying to make another futile attempt to get be picked up from the pool, it's going to be very hard. And these are key factors which will decide between in making your opinion and giving you overview how you will be picked up from the program.
ये तो समझ आती है कि now this is point based and you just can't fit in the minimum criteria, and the higher the investment, the higher the points you get, which is in your hands. Now, can you just give us some input about how the procedure works for this, and what is the basic procedure, what is the basic eligibility of this whole program?
Sure. I mean, as you mentioned, that investment is one of the key things which will make a lot of difference, and like your net worth, your business concept and all those things. So there are so many things which run side by side. अगर आप start करें इस program को, तो the first thing which you will come into your mind कि जी हमने where to get the startup. So उसके लिए आपको जो पहली requirement है, you have to submit expression of interest. Expression of interest के लिए सबसे पहले आपका business concept ready होना चाहिए, and that business concept will be prepared by some professionals which has been either hired by you or your lawyer. They will make a business concept for you. आपका बिजनेस कंसेप्ट होगा, देन ये जो पॉइंट कैलकुलेशन मैंने ऊपर आपको भी बताई है, इसकी बेस पर हम एप्लीकेशन सबमिट करेंगे ईओआई में. अब क्योंकि मैंने अगर डिक्लेयर कर दिया मेरे 155 187 पॉइंट्स बन रहे हैं, दे ऑटोमेटिकली आस्क यू टू सबमिट द फाइल, देन यू विल सबमिट द फाइल. अब सबमिशन से पहले आपको डिफरेंट किस्म की डॉक्यूमेंटेशन प्रिपेयर करनी है. जैसे आई डिक्लेयर्ड आई हैव 100,000 नेट वर्थ. हाउ दे विल कम टू नो? दे हैव अ स्पेसिफिक गवर्नमेंट थर्ड पार्टी हायर्ड पार्टीज. They will do a net worth verification for you. They will check your all net worth, and then they will tell the government to give a report to government. Yes, your net worth is either really going to be 100,000 or not going to be 100,000. Similarly, at the same time, the business planner will work business plan for you, and he will do all the things ready for you. And then once it has been done, they will when all documents will be ready, your education, your IELTS, your everything is prepared, including work experience. Then we will submit this file to Ontario government, and if they feel satisfied with all documents and they are ready to proceed, they will call you for the interview, and there will be an interview and they will sign an agreement with you. That agreement is the key in which your duties will be listed and your responsibilities will be clear. अगर आपने ये जिम्मेदारियां, ये responsibilities if you fulfill within 2 years, then we will nominate you. So previously क्या था कि mostly program थे direct nomination, and people just get the nomination, they get the PR, and then they don't proceed with the business. And every province have a limitation. Once you become PR, technically they cannot knock you out just because you have not done the business. But now they become smart, and they ask, okay, we'll give you PR, but first let us know that you are really going to perform something or not. So they'll give you 2 years time in mostly cases, and you have to run your business, make sure that you will create the job, fulfill all the business requirements you have mentioned, make the eligible investment, and then
in that year they will give the work permit.
Yes, and then they will issue you work permit. Once you have fulfilled the work permit requirements for 2 years, after 2 years, they will again reassess your business, reassess your all improvements, your performance, periodically whatever reports you have submitted. And then if you have really stick to the plan, the business plan which you have submitted, you stick to that and you have achieved your targets, then they will give you nomination and you become PR.
Sharukji, as you've already told us that this whole process, in hindsight, it looks very detailed. Now, I want you to explain certain points to the viewers that why people should actually not consider this as a very, as just something which is very normal, but something which has a lot of detailed work involved in it. And why should they hire a professional like a lawyer for this services?
Sure. I mean, the very first thing come into any person's mind कि ये तो point based है. So I am sure कि इसके तो 200 points हैं, और अगर मुझे खुद पता चल रहा है I'm making 150 points, then why I need someone's professional services? This is where most of people make a mistake, and they either go with the people who provide services, low price services in out of Canada, and either they don't have direct access to people who really do the work on that. So how it's different than remaining point based systems, क्योंकि इसमें जो points आपको मिल रहे हैं, you have only control on few points. Remaining all points are so contiguous, and so much depending on the different factors that only people who have experienced work with the people who are in the government and business plan can help you out. You might have prepared a very wonderful business plan and everything is same, seems to be perfect to you, but when it goes to immigration officers and provincial officers table, they give it unsatisfactory remarks because they have their own criteria to judge these things, and only the people who have already done a lot of communication with them, they see how they look into the things, what things they value. If you really believe that you are investing 1 million and they will just overlook all other factors, no, they will not overlook any single factor. And in my experience says that sometimes they were not bothered about your investment. They say, okay, it's just a figure, you are putting it there, but we need to bring more. We need to have more Canadian values there. Your skills must bring beneficial interest to the Canada, and you must improve Canadian interest. So there are a lot of factors which will be improved. And then you might have, in your opinion, you have a more than $1 million net worth, but when it goes to net worth verifier, and they'll charge you, and then the problem is that they don't reply you directly, but they reply to the government. So even before decision, you will not be aware it's a positive or negative decision. So only the people who have experience knows how net worth verification chart works, what things matters. A property which you claim more than 500,000, maybe not even 200,000's value when it comes to the net worth verified stage. So all these things, including business plan, starting from the point root, a lawyer is someone who can help you, who have done the business in the industry and who knows these programs in detail, can give you guidance, and it will be more fruitful for you if you go through a lawyer who has experience in that one. One more thing I would like to add here. See, the problem is not just that you are making points or you are submitting file. Problem is accessibility. A lot of people who are out of Canada and they either market or sign these programs have no direct accessibility here to the government, to the CIC, or even to the, especially the provincial governments in Ontario. They have a certain requirements and certain limitations. They usually don't deal with these people directly. And on and off, I have seen, Shreen, that file someone has submitted, he considered he as a legitimate lawyer or consultant represented him, but actually his file is submitted in his own name, because the consultant or the person who is prescribing him as I'm a lawyer or consultant is even not, either not registered, or he cannot do the services by having simply not present in Canada. So they'll submit files directly in the client's name, and that can have adverse effect on their outcome, because representing you as a lawyer and representing yourself in a case is always matters. So I always recommend that you should get at least you should get an advice. Upfront advice will help you and save a lot of amount that you are going to be going to waste in this procedure if you are not going through a right channel. So you may hire someone or not, but at least go for a consultation before making a decision that I am going to do it by myself.
So guys, I hope all the information that we provided was useful for you. If you have anything else on your mind, you can get in touch with us. You can book a consultation. Our legal assistant number is also in the description box. Thank you, take care, bye-bye, and see you next time with more such informative and practical real knowledge.